Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your favorite alphabet letter Q here, back again with a brand new video on the channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was just relaxing on the internet earlier today when a good YouTube friend of mine, The Count, uploaded this video right here titled, US Senator Twerks Naked for Votes. And in that video, he discusses how a Rhode Island senator recorded herself twerking, and then when she caught the inevitable backlash for it, she played the victim to a spectacular degree. By the way, it's a great video, you should watch it. But that topic really got me thinking about how insanely obsessed everyone is with being a victim, and I bet some of you are like, oh Q, are you just figuring that out now? No, I'm not figuring out that people have victim complexes now. I'm figuring out how insanely bad the problem is becoming. It's gotten to the point where the people that govern me are twerking upside down on a beach in front of people to get re-elected. And people wonder why I said this about politics. Now, here's a quick fact about your boy Q, alright? I fucking hate politics. Like, in general, I fucking despise them. Because all politics really is, to me, is just rich people trying to get into positions where they can misuse the public for financial gain. That's all politics is to me. A bunch of fat, rich assholes trying to find a way to make me root for their endeavors. No fucking thank you. So this is going to be a rant-style video similar to the Virgin Problem video, where we take a look at a couple of posts from people I like to call professional victims. I swear, these people are so good at being victims that if they worked this hard to be self-sufficient, upstanding, confident people, they'd be loved and adored by everyone. I want to quickly make a comparison between these people and the people in the movie Parasite, because I thought that movie really hammers home the point I'm trying to make. If the people in the movie Parasite worked as hard to find jobs and ways to change their situation instead of lying, things wouldn't have ended the way they did. It's a fantastic movie, by the way, one of my favorites. Regardless, I think you see my point here, so let's just move on to the first thing I want to take a look at, and that is the body positivity community. And by body positivity, I don't mean what the body positivity community used to be. You know, helping people with deformities, burns, and scars feel beautiful. No, I'm talking about the New Testament, so to speak. The people that would rather die than get up off their asses and actually try for once in their lives. I'm of course referring to the fat positivity community. Now let me just say something before we get into the post from this particular community. I don't think there's anything wrong with being fat within reason. Like, if you're overweight but you can still sit in chairs, wear clothes, breathe through your nose without your face turning blue, and don't blame others or some system for your weight, that's fine. However, what I don't think is fine is shit like this. The diets we follow and intense exercise we do are often assaults on the body. We engage in these practices to control and dominate the body, often without the body's consent. Without the body's consent? Are you an idiot? You decide for your body. You own it. What the fuck are you going to do? Ask your biceps if you can curl the dumbbell? I own my body, and my body does what the fuck I want because it is literally me. I honestly can't fathom how the fuck people can come up with this shit. I also just want to add that yes, exercise is an assault on the body. I don't know if you've noticed this, probably because you were too busy eating yourself to death, but your body is really kinky like that, and it likes to be repeatedly assaulted in a controlled manner. It likes it so much that it even decides to live longer if you do. These people lack any semblance of intelligence, and it just hurts to see. Your weight is none of your business. It's your body's business. Stay in your own business. These people are so determined to just stay miserable that they have somehow managed to convince themselves through some mental gymnastics that their body and consciousness are not linked whatsoever in any way. This is just like someone pretending to be in the backseat but actually being in the driver's seat of a car going 70 in a school zone, and then when the car inevitably crashes, they blame it on the vehicle because it wasn't smart enough instead of just not being a fucking idiot. Your weight is your business, you moron, and your body is you. Stop trying to find excuses not to exercise. If you looked equally hard for a treadmill, you could be larger than The Rock without the roids. No offense to The Rock. I love you and I'm a huge fan. It's just that after reading a 600-page book and studying the subject of health and fitness, I've kinda come to realize that your physique is literally unattainable by any natural means. Please don't rip me in half. Do you like having a full head of hair? Dieting, starvation, is hard on your body, so it will divert energy away from non-essential processes like hair growth. Dieting impacts every part of your body, but society has normalized sacrificing everything for the sake of weight loss. Hey, look at this retard. They refuse to Google what a diet is and instead try their best to make people fear improvement because they themselves cannot stand to see others do something they can do but are too lazy to do. I mean, that's what this whole fucking weight positivity bullshit is about. It's just people that can't accept the fact that they're fucking lazy and are tired of seeing others casting shadows of greatness on them. So they try to keep everyone as miserable as they are by coining terms like fat phobia and trying to somehow connect eating less with literal starvation. Even though getting big and muscular actually requires you to eat more, not less. But you wouldn't know that since you're such a miserable imbecile. Next up on our list of self-made miserable professional victim groups are incels. An incel, or involuntary celibate, are people who think they legitimately cannot have sex because of women and not because of their, dare I say, victim complexes and utter lack of any trace of manliness about them. Because it's 10 times easier to just blame and hate women for your problems instead of actually just, working on yourself. These men would literally rather sit in their own piss and shit wailing for hours about how ugly they are and how no one will ever love them instead of just eating fish and broccoli 3 times a week and lifting 10-kilogram dumbbells for 3 sets of 10 because that's like 90 million times harder, right? These are the dumbasses who watch Andrew Tate 24/7 and actually think he gives good advice while just ignoring that maybe he just has sex with a lot of women because he traffics them. But what do I know, right? It's not like the cops raided the shit out of his house. I dress way better than most of these teenagers running out there, but these douchebags still get women. I took this a while back of some goober in lame-ass shorts in high school kind of shit. I guess you've gotta be an asshole to get women these days. If you can't see why the dude with the girl has said girl and not the person holding the camera, I implore you to look at the shadow on the ground, and that should give you the answer to any question you may have had. And if you think I'm being harsh in this video towards these people and that they don't deserve this shit, I highly suggest you go to the website incels.is and look at the posts on there for about 3 minutes. I can guarantee you'd have no problem kneecapping incels afterwards. Can any female tell me why you guys like toxic guys more than nice guys? What is it with incels and calling themselves nice? I just thought it was a universal rule that people that call themselves nice are most often the most narcissistic people on this planet. Also, you refer to women as females and you're surprised you don't even get a chance at a dating game. Like, if we reverse things here, the super feminists refer to men as males and you don't see them dating very often, do you? It feels fucking dehumanizing to call someone that by the species name. It lacks all respect. I'd also like to add that the guys you perceive as toxic are most likely just fine and you're the toxic ones, with all the gaslighting and narcissism. I will do something against couples. When I'm at outside, I hate them when I see them. From now on, I will sprint towards them and hit them, then I will run away. Yeah, so you're a pussy is what you're saying. You'll go out of your way to hit better and happier people so you can stay in your own misery and brag about how much of a fucking degenerate you are. Dude, I'm ashamed to be the same sex as you. I also highly doubt that this man will run away. Dude probably weighs more than a fucking school bus. Complete fucking spasmoid. Now that we've taken a good look at 2 types of professional victim, I think it's time we look at the 3rd and final type, those being retarded parents who cannot raise their children correctly even if a gun was held to their heads. So this first one requires a bit of context. Basically what happened in this photo is that a dad brought his 15-year-old daughter in for her first tattoo, which is already wrong on so many levels, but he also decided to sneak in the word dad on her inner thigh as a tiny prank. And then he posted it on Facebook for everybody to see, and when confronted, this is the shit he pulls. Many of you have already seen this and had something to say, whether it was positive or negative. I'm just coming to say that I love it, and I find it highly disgusting that some of you are sexualizing a tattoo, and a minor for that matter. It is just a placement and body art. Yes, it is permanent, but I don't have a problem with it. I'm clearly okay with it, and I love it. It is also in a place that is covered. You don't even have to like it. That's completely fine, but holy hell, you guys need to calm down with the assumptions, like she's gonna get pregnant as a teen because boys love that, and man, that thigh tattoo will get you so far. Bro, what? Y'all need to act like adults. Chill. Yes, we're totally the ones that need to act like adults, because adult behavior is taking your 15-year-old for his first tattoo, and not only that, but sneaking in a word which has become so insanely sexualized in a place like her inner thigh without her permission, mind you, is such grown-up behavior, you deadbeat moron. This dude does something wrong and then plays the victim card by going, "Oh, you're just attacking me. Stop being weird and immature. Fuck off. You're raising your kid wrong, and that's coming from a 17-year-old dude. Be better." My 15-year-old son plays basketball, and he told me his coach gave him 15 push-ups for fooling around. How can I stop this coach from abusing him like this in the future? Oh, God forbid your son does anything healthy that could cause him mild discomfort for at least a minute. This type of parent literally creates these professional victims, and then they hide behind shit like, "I just don't want anything to happen to my child ever," when they get called out for it. Like, listen, bitch, you wanna know why even my unborn child that hasn't even formed in the deepest pits of my ballsack has more testosterone than your 15-year-old son? It's because I won't raise my kid to think that he's a victim to the entire world. My children will learn to take something called accountability. I suggest you teach your son that before he ends up like his unsuccessful victim of the system, attention-seeking parent. Fuck off and let your kid learn that the world doesn't revolve around him. You're birthing an incel. Now this final one is the worst one out of the bad parents collection I've got here, and I have no actual idea of how the fuck you could be both this bad at being a parent and also blame anyone but yourself for what happened here. Okay, so I need to vent. Me and my BD left our daughter 4 to watch our son 9 months. We ran around the corner to the store, but we left a camera in the room to watch her. Lo and behold, she slams my son twice, yanks him up and hits him more than once. When I tell you I lit that ass up, I don't think she'll ever put her hands on him again. This isn't the first time either, and when I asked her why, she responds, "Because I felt like it." So yep, she's on punishment for the next 3 days. She's already been on punishment for 2 weeks now. I'm livid as fuck. He's so fragile, and he really could have been hurt because of what she did. She's smarter than the average 4-year-old. She knows right and wrong, like how an adult would. I'm so hurt right now and I can't stop crying. Look, you stupid bastard. The kid is not at fault here. You are. Understood? You can't leave 2 children who are practically brainless alone for any period of time, let alone near each other. I hate that I have to actually explain that for someone to understand it. The fact that people don't know this is honestly one of the most disturbing and simultaneously sad things I know about. We need to stop bad parents. The worst part is that I don't think most of my goddamn generation will be any better than this. I mean, Gen Z is raised by this, and from my experience, we aren't much better. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this overly long rant video, it's this. Please, for the love of God, if you're going to become a parent, raise your kid right. It's literally the bare minimum of what you can do for them, and even though it's hard, it's kind of your job. Now with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed me raging into the mic for an extended period of time, but 15 days without being able to vent into a microphone will really bottle up some toxic commentary YouTuber energies. I cannot believe I just said that out loud. Anyways, everybody, if you like what you saw here, please give this video a like and subscribe as it motivates me to pump out more content for you guys. Check out the TikTok and the Discord, links are in the description below, and with all that being said, go away.